Right, so Westlife's Nicky Byrne has a new podcast out, and man, the first episode really showed how deluded this guy is, which I'll get into. His first guest was Brian McFadden, who quit Westlife out of nowhere 20 years ago. Now, to be fair, this was a great first guest to have on. You know, to bury the hatchet and finally move on. I've said in other videos before how when he left Westlife, the band was never the same again. Brian added some mischief to the group, which otherwise has very bland personalities. He also has a decent singing voice, something Cian and Nicky do not have. But 20 years on, Nicky really showed his hand, you know, how bitter he still is about Brian's departure. He's never gotten over it. No less than 6 times did Nicky interrogate Brian as to why he left the group. Brian would be very clear on every answer, saying that it was his home life or the stress of the job, etc, etc. Only for Nicky to ask the same question again and again. Why did you leave the band, Brian? He couldn't get his head around Brian's decision or his answer 20 years later. He also went on to brag about how Brian's singing parts are now his bits live on stage. They weren't your bits when they were hits, Nicky. You can't sing, mate. It's been 20 years. You're so bitter. Just get over it. Well done, Brian.